The village of Oakhaven was nestled in a valley carved by the relentless flow of the Silver Stream, a place where the scent of wood smoke and wild herbs hung perpetually in the air. For generations, the people of Oakhaven lived in quiet harmony. The dragons, once beings of legend and distant myth, now descended from the jagged peaks of the Dragon's Tooth Mountains to raid their livestock and burn their fields. Among the villagers was a young boy named Stanton. While others cowered in their homes or sought shelter in the deep earth cellars, Stanton would climb the highest hill, his eyes fixed on the distant fiery plumes. He wasn't foolhardy, he was curious. He saw not just the destruction, but the lonely, sorrowful eyes of a young dragon, no bigger than a horse, that often trailed behind its larger kin. One day, while hunting, he stumbled upon it, its wing tangled in a thicket of thorn bushes. The dragon thrashed and snarled, but Stanton saw only its terror. With a courage that defied his years, he approached, not with a weapon, but with a piece of dried meat from his pouch. He worked for hours, his hands and arms torn and bleeding, until the dragon was finally free. It didn't fly away. Instead, it nudged him gently with its snout, a silent thank you that sealed their strange and powerful bond. Stanton named the dragon Ignis, and in the years that followed, they were inseparable. He learned that the dragons weren't inherently malicious. They were starving. Their ancient nesting grounds had been poisoned by a blight that turned the soil to ash and the water to venom, a blight spread by a shadow-weaving sorcerer named Kalen. Kalen, driven by a twisted desire for power, sought to destroy both man and dragon to claim the valley for himself. Stanton, now a young man, returned to his village. The elders, who once saw him as a reckless child, now saw a leader. He carried not a sword, but the truth of the dragon's plight and the knowledge of their ways. He rallied the villages, not to fight the dragons, but to help them. He taught them how to purify the blighted land and how to create new, fertile nesting grounds high in the mountains. He worked tirelessly to bridge the chasm of fear and misunderstanding that had divided man and dragon for so long. Ignis, meanwhile, had grown. He was no longer a small, fearful creature, but a magnificent beast with scales like hammered bronze and a roar that could shake the very mountains. He flew to the other dragons, speaking for Stanton, sharing his wisdom and his promise. Slowly, one by one, the dragons began to see Stanton not as an enemy, but as a friend and a leader. The day of reckoning finally came. Kalen, enraged by the alliance between man and dragon, attacked